next year.
Can I run another rule book after that one?
What? Land and track, right?
Yes, sir.
At least it wasn't when you woke up, right? At least it wasn't when you woke up this morning. You didn't get one of these either. We'll move over rules. Most of the rules you're going to find are in the very back, last page, very back of the book. That'll cover you for almost everything you need to know during the game. The only difference will be the 9, what the ages you're doing 9 and 10, the base distance and pitching distance are changed. And we'll get that updated. But other than that, nothing else changed in the rule book. Okay?
I didn't realize how loud those screen points were. How big they are. I came out and got a video of it right there.
Yeah.
Oh, what, the train?
Yeah.
You learn if you're here while you learn, you're just not even paying attention. I don't even notice it anymore. So we're going to do the, we're doing that PowerPoint.
If that's what you want to do.
I think I know which one you're talking about. It's the one when they move.
2-man.
Where'd it go? This one? No, this one. Yeah. Put it on presentation. Go back. There we go. Alright. Is there a mic on? Testing 1, 2.
Perfect. You on there? No, can't hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. You didn't respond.
I was, you know.
Preoccupied?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, we're going through the 2-man umpire mechanics. Okay? Whenever you're ready, man. Always gonna remember, there's how many teams on the ball field, right? 2 or 3? 3. You and your partner's a team, and then you got 2 teams playing. Always remember that. Never throw your partner under the bus, and your partner never throws you under the bus. Okay?
So it's not in front of the coaches.
Yeah.
If it's dead, that's a little different.
Alright.
Playing versus umpiring.
Playing is a factor of time. Umpire is a factor of angles. You guys kind of seen the angle thing on the video earlier. So only going to be 2 of you out there, so you're covering a large area with just 2 people. How many umpires are on a professional game?
4. Is it 5? No, because there's 1 on each base. That's 4.
Oh, yeah.
Is that it?
And then I think World Series, don't they put them 2 in the outfield?
Yeah.
4 for us.
It's important to talk to each other, communicate, make sure each and every one of you know what you're doing, okay?
And that kind of goes back to the signaling, so you don't have to always verbally communicate. Okay.
Now, who's going to have responsibilities for the runner and the ball, okay? Who's going out on a trouble ball, okay? You're going to see all this as we get into the PowerPoint, so this is just all the principles. Plate umpire, filling the holes. Basically, if you've got to go out for a trouble ball out in the field, plate umpire is going to pick up the slack depending on if there's a runner on third or not, right? Always stay ahead of the lead runner.
That goes back to moving. Make sure your feet are hard on concrete when you're out there.
Never abandon the trailing runner. Don't forget about it, okay? Keep your chest to the ball, the open gate. Basically what that means is wherever the ball is, you're there, right? We kind of showed that on that video, but you'll get to see a little bit of it at the end. Bottom line is you never want to take your eye off the ball. You're going to foul the ball as it goes out, you're going to foul the ball as it comes in, you're going to foul the ball from the throw to the point where you make your call. Never take your eye off the ball. You want to tackle up and move on a fly ball when in the B or C slot. You need really show them the B and C. Put that back on the other.
Yeah, can you throw that field way out back up there again? Yes, that's what we want.
Okay.
So when they talk about the B slot, you're going to start here most of the time if there's no runners on, like we talked, you were one here for the first one. So whenever you move into the B slot, we're doing baseball. Right? And now you're going to be outside, right? Right. Yeah. So your B slot, you're going to be back up in here. And when we talk about machine pitch for you guys, that's where you travel. You travel between here and here, and you didn't go any further. But when you go player pitch, they have a C slot, which is over here.
As you move into the bigger boys, 10U and up, where they're stealing, then these are going to come in.
To be inside the baseline. Yep.
Here and there. You have A, B, C, D. You never have to worry about D because you're never going to be running a
Three-man crew.
three-man crew. Okay.
Unless you're extra there and you want some extra games and we need somebody to want to get some training, we might put them on the field, but we very rarely ever do that.
In 9U, you got to stay on the outside versus 10U where you come to the inside. You're going to be like right about here. You may end up doing some, and right about there. A little bit farther back. 9U, you want out here because the runners can leave once the ball releases the pitcher's hand. So you have to be able to see the runners. If you're in here, it's impossible for you to see. 10U, you can come in just like normal baseball because
Leadoffs are allowed.
leadoffs are allowed. All right, got it? How many slots are there?
Four, but you know,
A, B, C.
do you come around the outside of second base, or do you come through the middle to get to C?
Well, this is basically, when they talk about a slot, this is where you're going to be. So let's say
Runners only.
you got a runner on first only, right? You're going to put the B slot. Anytime, once you get a runner here to second, right?
Even if no one's on first, right?
Then you're going to come to the C slot.
Because the other umpire's got to play, right?
All right, so basically what you're going to do is you're going to sit in the B and the C slot based on where a play's got to be made. Okay?
But you can break through here to come over here if you need to. You don't have to go all the way out around the base.
Right.
We're saying that, we're not saying you can never be in here. We just don't want you to start the at-bat on the inside of the base.
So, let's say you had a runner right here, so now you're in the C slot, right? Ball's hit the second base, right? You're watching the ball, you got to break
Yeah.
as far as you can if he's going to throw the first or shoot. Because you need to come from here to here to make a call. So you have to break across. No way around.
And at the same time you're moving across, you gotta make sure you're not impeding the runner, you're not running over any of the other players who are moving around. So you've gotta do your best to get across there in position to make that call.
But your first step is always towards the ball. So if you know the ball's hit this way, you're always going to then step this way. Right? The ball's hit this way, not gonna step till you see what they do with the ball, right? So they may throw it to third. The last thing you want to do is break across, thinking they're gonna throw to first, and then they throw to third, right? Make sense?
On the inside, make a call too, right? So if runner's coming to third, that runner's coming down here, and you're in the C slot, and you know you're watching the ball, and you know they're going there, you need to kind of break down into here, so you can get the right angle on to make the call. Right? This is all these positions out there for only where you can start in 90, not where you have to stay. We want you to move in to make the right call.
Yeah, once there's a play going on, you almost have to always be inside.
Yeah. Somewhere to get the best angle. Does that make sense to you guys? You guys have any questions on what? Now for 9, this B slot is going to be out here. Your 50 and out is going to be on the inside, same way out here. C slot will be out there for 90. And you and out, once you get on the inside.
So this is the working area. Both sides. I usually like to pair off, especially if you're looking at the backstop, you're going to pair off kind of like one of the poles behind home plate. You usually square off with one of those to help guide you on each side, right? Stepping into the pitch, only when in position A, his pitcher starts his motion, comes set, observe what happens at the plate. Okay? So only when you're in field A, as the pitcher starts his motion, right, you're going to kind of step in a little bit and watch what happens at the plate. Okay? I don't know if it shows it on
I
there.
don't know my.
Primary responsibility for tag ups and touches.
Remember, this is going to, again, it's showing everybody on the inside, but for 9, you primarily you're going to be on the outside. So, okay? Flip. Go back. So we will be?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why I'm all covered, you see how it's all split up from your starting position. Right? And you only come out here if it looks like it's going to be a trouble ball. Okay, if it's a routine test, you're never going to come out. Just when you think it's going to be, you know, a trouble ball.
Shoot from the ground or
Shoot
something.
from the ground or anything. Plate umpire automatically has this out here. Okay?
But does he move from the plate, like?
Anytime there's a play, you should always come out in front of the plate. Never just stand back here and watch. Make sure any play that you move out in front of the plate, it gives a perception that you're into the game, you're watching. And you will probably work with some older senior umpires that have done it for 10, 12 years. Some of them will just stand there and they'll just pull their mask off and they'll just stand there like this and watch. That's not what we want you guys to do.
Yeah, and they're not saying you run out here. Okay?
You're just watching
Yeah.
that side of the field.
Just make it clear, all right? It doesn't mean you're coming out from home plate, running out into left field. Okay?
Okay. Runners on any base, fly ball coverage.
You notice that? Right field, left field is home plate. You're gonna have center field. You might as well just get in the habit of having that, even if you're gonna be on the outside, it's still gonna be your location, okay?
Because you'll be in that B or C slot anytime anybody's on a base. So that puts you in this position and you're responsible for center field. Plate umpire again, you need to come out front so you can see down the right left field.
Good. See how everything is kind of split based on location view, right? Actually, if you're over here in the A slot, anything on a pop fly here, it's all going to be to this side for the plate umpire. Make sense?
Okay.
Runners on any base. Naturally, he's going to have everything up in the middle. Still going to have all this primary here, and then the plate umpire is going to pick up anything that would happen to go up over the first baseman's head on the other side. You lost yet? Confused? No? Alright.
No runners on, foul fair coverage.
Yep.
Okay. Again, like in the 7, 6, and 7U, plate umpire is going to pick the third base line, because it makes no sense for you over here to do that.
All the way down.
All the way down.
And you'll see it change over here.
And you're going to take it anything between first and home plate, any foul ball. Make sure you agree with your partner. You are not calling a fair ball here. This is the plate umpire. All the way down the baseline and from your position to first base is your responsibility when you're behind the plate.
If it's in the air, goes past first, you don't be signaling. Foul or fair. It's that umpire. They simply put, if it comes down this way foul, all you're doing is turn around and watch where the ball drops. Okay?
Okay? And so that shows you that.
If the ball hits the base, is that fair or foul?
Should be fair. Should be good foul on that side of the base.
Okay.
Hits the base and goes out. This here comes out over here. Fair ball.
Because if it lands inside the,
Doesn't matter what.
Yeah, as long as it,
If it hits the base, it can go anywhere, it's still fair ball.
Doesn't pass the
if
base.
it hasn't passed the base and it lands inside the thing that's not base.
Right.
Right.
Okay. Hmm?
even like when it rolls out.
If it rolls out in front of the base, it becomes a foul ball unless somebody touches it before it rolls out.
But if it's past it.
So if it's past the base and rolls out, yeah, it's still fair ball. Okay. Runner on any base.
It's key.
Yeah.
Any runner on base. Plate umpire's got fouls all the way. Why?
It's good, it's watching the running.
You're not in position to see.
Yeah, you're up here in B or C slot with runners on, so you're nowhere near the line.
Yeah, you can't see down the line. Have a clear shot both sides behind the plate, right?
Okay. Okay, we'll pause.
Read,
React.
react. Pause, read, react.
Kind of what we talked about the first couple of days is when a play happens, make sure that the play is complete before you call it. Last thing you want to do is be in position, the ball comes in, out, and then now they drop the ball. So you've got to let the play finish. Let the play out. So you take your time, you watch the play, you read it, make sure that what you saw in your mind is what you're going to call, and then you react. Even if it's just for 5 seconds, just a 5-second pause is enough to comprehend what you just saw and make sure you're calling the right thing. Right?
Yep.
Okay.
Get in the right position, always have your angle of the ball, angle of the base. They call it a 90-degree angle. Remember that. Cover ground. Like I said, you may have to come all the way across. Get it. You may not always be able to get there. To get as far as you can before you have to stop and make a call. Don't call the out at first from here. It's going to catch you all kinds of trouble, okay?
No, we need to. What happens? Do the fluxes on the front hand.
Yeah. All right.
That's next. Common mistakes is getting too close to the play, so you want to give them room to make the play. You don't want to get in there too close where you're going to interfere with the play that might happen. Follow the ball to the glove.
Not fouling the ball to the glove is a mistake. Okay? Always keep your eye on the ball. Timing, that's why we recommend what they talk about, calling from the knees.
Yep.
Go to your knees first. Then come up and make the call. Okay? Get set, observe it, and call. Right?
Yep. And it goes back to that pause, read, and react. Okay? Next. No.
Standing set. You ain't got time to get, you don't have time to get to a full set, which is to your knees. Make sure you're come to a standing set. Don't make a call while you're running across the field. While you're running. Okay?
All things can happen. Trip.
Come set before you make the call. Okay? Whether it's standing or to your knees. Don't anticipate the call.
That happens a lot.
Make sure everything's completed, finished. Now you got your pause, just like we always keep talking about your ears over and over again. You got to slow down. Game has to move slower in your eyes and mind than the players see it. That's why as an umpire it looks totally different to you than when you're playing the game. You have to slow everything down.
Proper position and timing are the keys to make all the right calls. Goes back to, like we said, making sure that you're getting in the right position at the right angle to make the call. Make sure you're seeing everything that's happening. Not coming across the field, making a call while you're running, and just pausing to make sure that you're reading this call correctly.
Communication, communicate, that's pretty self-explanatory, right?
Yeah.
Talk to each other. Yeah, talk to each other.
Yep.
All the time.
Yep. And also communication with the coaches, so that you're making the calls, yelling it, so everybody knows what's going on. Okay?
You got the two types of signals we kind of went over. One that you're going to signal on plays, and then the signals among yourselves.
Yep.
And then we're just going to repeat it now.
That's fine. Keep going. Yeah, we kind of went over all the signals.
Stands,
Yeah.
free play. Yep.
Call quick signals. Again, that goes back to what we talked about, all these calls.
Be loud. Yeah.
Yep. Keep going. Okay. Fly, we kind of talked about that, but once you're doing 10U, you won't have the infield fly. We talked about between you and your partner. Okay. Let's count, we talked about that, okay? There we go. No runners on positioning, so if you have no runners on, you start the inning or start the game, you got a player in the, or a batter in the box, you're behind the plate, your partner's out here.
You're gonna be about 5 to 10 feet back.
Here.
This is a fly ball to left field. Did you see what the umpire did at first?
You go back in. Just go.
Watch it.
He came around and you saw that little circle there because he was, what they're trying to demonstrate is him watching the ball and then him pivoting around to look to get in position. That's why it looked like he went in a circle. So that showed him pivoting around from watching the ball to watching the play.
Right.
Okay. Fly ball to right field, possible foul or troubled ball.
Get that? When he ran out, that possible foul or trouble ball, home plate umpire comes up, see?
And again, he's watching for anything that might be close out there, if it's going to be a close play for foul
And
or.
once you're done here, you're gonna break back to here. Okay? I don't know if it shows it on there or not.
Yeah.
Okay?
So that plate umpire is
What's
now
that?
following that runner.
Once that plate umpire came out and picked up that runner at second, you gotta get back to be at home just in case the runner, you know, there's more mistakes and that runner gets around third and comes home. Okay?
Okay.
Anybody know what a can of corn is? No? Easy catch. Can of corn. You're probably thinking I've asked you if you ever ate canned corn before.
I don't know what it's called. I played baseball for years and I never called that.
You never called a can of, yeah, nobody uses
Yeah,
that lingo
this was
anymore.
probably done 15 years ago, so.
Yeah,
Some of the terminology may be a little outdated.
that's over time.
Yeah, so.
All right, here we go. Ball's hit the right field, easy catch.
Okay.
That's why it's important when you're out there in the A slot. I mean, you should have a general idea when you see the ball.
When
Now,
ball's hit-
naturally at 9U and some 10U, it's not all an easy catch, even though it should be a routine catch. But if it's supposed to be a routine catch, do this. But it may not end up being a routine catch because they're standing out there like this, trying to catch the ball, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, but home plate umpire is always coming out, always moving.
That's in case this runner around second and gets away, he's gonna be in position to make a call. So this guy's not running around.
Takes it to the outfield pivot.
Pretty much the same thing as last time.
Yeah,
Okay.
no pivot.
And when they're showing that circle, they're showing him with his eye on the ball and then.
You'll get to see a video that you can practice trying to do the move
Yeah.
so you don't fall down.
Go hit the infield, hit the infield.
You know, home plate umpire fouled the runner up.
And if the ball's hit to the infield, you don't want to get between the ball and the plate, either the base. So that's why you stay out here. Okay. Overthrow.
And an overthrow first.
You guys that are doing it. You guys that are doing peewees also, when you do 9, you know, switching back and forth, try to keep your rules straight. You're doing peewees also. So we no overthrow.
I'm gonna infield catch near first base. Who's gonna make that call? Huh?
You on
You got the best of you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mind you, these are all without runners on base, okay? Everything you're watching. Alright. So we told you to do. Now they're gonna come out here, coach will stay back over here. Now pop up beyond first base. I don't know why they show it like
Yeah, I
that.
don't know why they do either, other than the turning the pivot.
Grass, yeah, grass, when they can't get there.
Now remember, I mean, just, we're showing this, we don't expect you to know all this when you get out there. You guys will be hopefully partnered with somebody that's done it for a few years. And they'll be there to help you make sure, if they notice you're not in the right position, don't take offense if they put you in the right position. Or, in between innings, we don't encourage you talking to each other. It's better, what's better, if the plate umpire stays down here and you stay out there between innings. But at this age, with you being your first year, if whoever's a senior umpire, so if they've been doing it for a few years, if they have comments, they're gonna come up and say, hey, you know, you really should have been over another couple of years, you need to try to get around a little bit quicker. So they're there to give you pointers, don't take offense to it, okay? They're there to help you. Right? Right? Hopefully. They're there to help us.
Hopefully. All right. Next. That.
Somebody just kind of.
Think I'll play it first. These are all very simplistic. Alright.
Remember, 9U, you're not gonna pick off play from pitching position first, so.
There you go, fly ball to left field, no catch. Next. Yeah. Now fly ball field with a catch, left field.
You're always following that lead runner.
in my news, is they have, for catch balls and run around.
Third strike? Is that-
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, no, got third strike. You always gotta be watching, because that time it was a catch ball. Runner was tagged up, went to second, right? Fly ball to right field, no catch. the outfield. I'm gonna double the outfield.
You got a triple?
There's a double. And it shows you that they went ahead and advanced, so you see where play umpire backed up, that the runner at home, going home, and the field umpire was there for third, play at third. Alright. With the infield possible double play. Can't say I've seen too many double plays turned at 90,
No.
but you never know. Steal at second if you're doing 10U.
Yeah.
Oh, they can steal.
Yeah. Yeah, the ball releases the hand. Yep.
Baseball kind of looks like an egg.
Yeah, a little bit. Speed on the screen. Again, no 9 units, so you would actually be athletic.
Right.
So if they steal after the ball's here and catch goes down, you need to try to make sure you break in a little bit to get a better angle than standing out here. I mean, maybe not all the way in here, but at least down to the baseline or a little on the other side of the baseline to make sure you got an angle in to see the foot in the glove. Right?
Yep. Okey-dokey. Well, center field. Right, that's some cool music.
Something, yeah. Something to it.
Pick off play, let's just go through that.
Yeah, I don't watch that video too, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah, everybody has a position and a place to go. And a home plate umpire hasn't a single time stayed behind home plate, right?
Everybody's moving. Nobody stands still.
Everybody getting the drift? Field of third. First and third, ball to center field. Everybody get the drift on everything? So you're always moving. You get certain spots. So what slot are you in with a runner on first only? Huh? When are you in the C slot? Huh? Second or first and third? Right?
Or third.
Or third? Almost any time if you have more than one runner on base, you'll always be in the C slot. Okay? Alright, we'll have to sit through it again there. Probably held in the contract.
Yeah.
They wanted, you already seen you did your paperwork, right?
Like, I got this.
I mean, you can hang out still and watch this again if you're ready to watch it. We're gonna then watch it and we'll give you the paperwork, right?
Yep. Remember that one we showed the first time?
Yep.